Welcome back to the meta. Now, here at Mainline, PUBG holds a special place in our hearts, and we're pretty excited about the first Pro League season. And we had to have our buddy Mustache Dave join us to share some of his insights.
That's right. Today, Mustache Dave reports on the NPL. This guy is such a character, Charles. Let's take a look.
What's going on? I'm Mustache Dave, and I'm here today to break down the National Pro League for you. So, around January 7th, we saw invited teams and qualifying teams all come together. There was 32 teams in total, and they competed for $100,000 and one of 16 spots to make it into the National Pro League. The National Pro League starts February 1st, and it's going to be 2 days a week, Fridays and Saturdays for the next 6 weeks. So, out of those qualifiers and those invited teams, those 32 teams, like I mentioned, only 16 made it. Let's take a look at which 16 made it. So here are the 16 teams that did qualify. We got Simplicity, Ghost Gaming, Y10 Fate, E United, Cloud9, Wildcard. You can see it all right there. There's actually a couple teams that just caught everybody off guard. Now, one team in particular that did a phenomenal job at the qualifiers, and we'll see if they can continue with that momentum, is Simplicity. They dominated it. They did a fantastic job. Although they didn't win the $100,000 cash prize, that went to Tempo Storm. I'm still looking forward to the matches that we're going to see from Simplicity. A couple other squads, or one squad in particular, that in my opinion is going to be killing it this season in phase number 1 of the National Pro League. Y10 Fate. They used to be Optic. They all, Optic didn't want to take part in phase number 1, so they dropped them. And then the Y10 Fate, they stayed together. They're going to play it out. They're going to play phase number 1 together and then see how that goes. They have been doing a phenomenal job in the scrim servers that I've been spectating. So I'm looking forward to watching them. And not only that, it was Noble. The very last day of qualifiers, Noble, they were outside of the top 16. No one even thought that they would make it, but they shot up that leaderboard and they broke into that top 16. So was Noble, were they just lucky? Were they just lucky? Did they get favored of the circles that day? Or is it all skill? We'll have to find out, because with the 6-week Pro League, we're going to have a better understanding of which team stands out from the other. So as mentioned, January NPL, we had the qualifiers. Now we're moving into phase number 1. And then after phase 1, you can see we're going to have the global event, and then phase 2. The way this works is at the end of phase 1, the teams from contenders, the top teams from contenders and the bottom teams from the NPL lobbies, they're going to duke it out and see who makes it into the phase number 2. Not only that, there's opens. So the opens are going to be played throughout the whole time as well. And the top 2 teams from the opens will breach into the contenders. So it allows everybody to kind of have their shot to make it into the Pro League, which I feel is very important. Then we see all the way at the end, the Global Championship PUBG. That's where all of the teams from across the world, the very best teams, are going to duke it out on the main stage, on the global stage. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. So as mentioned, there's 16 teams that are going to play throughout phase 1. 10 of those teams who are in the top 10 will make it into phase 2 of the NPL, and then the bottom 6 have to face relegation. So there's a lot on the line for these teams when it comes to orgs, when it comes to money, and when it comes to roster swaps later on down the road. As always, I'm Mustache Dave. Hope you guys have a great day.
Fantastic insights. Thanks for breaking things down, Mustache Dave, man. He's a pro. I am very excited to see how things shape up this season.
Oh yeah, same here. PUBG, the pro scene of PUBG has just been growing and growing and building, and I can't wait to see how an official pro league plays out. Now, when we return, we're gonna take a closer look at that game-changing new controller we were talking about earlier, the Astro Gaming C40. You don't wanna miss it. The meta will be right back.